So on the inside it hurts or it hurts your skin? It feels like tension or
I cannot just it. It's not very tight.
it feels tight? Does it feel pinching?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Burning or throbbing, like pulsing? No. So mostly it feels tense. You can't straighten your knee all the way. Does it hurt when you straighten your knee all the way?
Sure, it's not.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe muscle.
Yeah.
Too tight.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happening on the inside of the knee. It may be a meniscus that is often happening on the inside of the knee, especially for female, because our hips are wider, and when we are closer, our legs are closer together, it kind of gives a little tension on the side of the knee, the side of the head. Does it even hurt here? I mean, that's good. But like meniscus is like a.
It's not long, right?
If this is your knee, you have like a stop in between the knee and the bones from, and the meniscus is like, hi. It's like a short thing that prevents part of the knee for the bones to touch each other, and so that it's kind of like a very shrinky mixture. So that may be wearing off. It could be there's a MCL is like where there are connective tissues that connect the upper bone with the lower bone, so those may be affected. It could be there's like a cushion, like a liquid type of thing, like a jello that is in between that may be affected. So, but it's often, I find, I don't know if it could be some arthritis, if any of those have worn off and the bones have started touching each other.
I think so.
Do you have an MRI on it?
No MRI. X-ray doesn't show anything.
It doesn't show any bone.
Yeah, and I went for a specialist doctor in the first month.
Yeah. If
I really love to do MRI.
yeah, I was gonna say because the X-ray just shows the bones, and if the bone doesn't show, it's gonna show if you have arthritis. So if it doesn't show anything, that's great.
That's good, right?
Yeah, that's really good.
Because it's for all people. Are you sure?
Well, I mean, technically arthritis shouldn't show up in young people, but it does, especially these days.
Maybe little.
Yeah.
Little.
So there's just a lot of young kids don't do or do differently than we used to do. So arthritis is actually showing up younger than it used to. But arthritis is just like when the protection between the joints is wearing off, then you get the bones are pressing into each other, and then arthritis.
Thank you so much.
But yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, the bone is good that it's not affected. If it's not affected, so MRI can show if there's any tissue damage that may give you that issue.
My customer saw you. She recommended this one. It's called copper support knee.
Mhm.
Called copper.
Yeah,
It's beautiful health.
Yeah. I wouldn't wear it all the time. You want to make sure that you have blood flow in the knee. So, but wear it when you have like exercise like this, or you're longer on your feet or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
I don't like it, but no choice.
Hmm?
I don't like it, wear, but no choice.
yeah, if you can, I have a couple of injuries.
I know.
I have experience. My first one, both of them were forced. So something happened, to force my knee to my meniscus to tear. But what I have is what has worked really good for me right now. It's called a PRP. It's this they take your plasma, they spin it around and then inject it in your knee. It's kind of like stem cell therapy to help with pain and stuff like that.
No surgery.
Well, eventually I may need to get a knee replacement because I have arthritis because of injury, but you may not need to have one. And I believe that the body can rejuvenate, so I'm putting my efforts into that instead of, waiting for that need to be replaced. Does that make sense? And that PRP may be part of it. I've been told recently about this. What you get? You guys have blocks. I don't. There are some peptides that people have been taking different ways of trying to do research on. And apparently they help a lot. So I'm just doing a lot of research right now to see what may work best. But yeah, it's kind of bad. All right. Any issues, aches, stuff that you want to work on for you?
Now your turn. My middle and lower back are very in pain, I guess, right now.
Yeah.
Like in a way that just needs to be released.
Yeah, it feels tight.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you stand on your feet a lot?
I sit on my feet.
Do you stand on your feet a lot all day, or like what does your day look like usually? Do you sit a lot? Do you stand a lot?
It's probably more sitting than standing.
On a desk? Computer stuff, or?
Yeah, some computer stuff, I just like babysit, so.
You just what?
I babysit.
Oh, you babysit?
Like.
So you also carry babies around?
No, they're not that small.
Okay.
But I would say it's like half standing, half sitting.
Yeah. Do you do this a lot?
No, if anything, it's more like sitting and lying down. Like, if I have to do work on my own for like remote stuff, I'll like do it in bed, and I know that's bad. But yeah, the desk is just a mess right now. So yeah, it's more like a sedentary issue, maybe.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right. Well, let's see what we can come up with for knees and lower back. I mean, knees and hips are connected. We don't often think about it, but it's like, come on. There you go. So there's this big thigh bone and connects, right? It creates the knee joint, it also creates the hip joint. So if something happens to the knees, it often happens to the hips and vice versa. And the hips, right? The sacrum is connected to the lower spine. So it's all related. If you didn't know, now you do.
And
in case.
how's your knee? Now you feel better? Are you comfortable?
I mean, there's still a lot of stuff because my last injury was on my thigh, my lower back, my shin, and my foot. So I have a lot of stuff that are happening and some nerve damage too. So my knee is better comparing to what it was, especially they gave me a steroid injection, which made my knee worse. Which they're like, oh, we did it, and it just happens sometimes. And I'm like, you should have told me. I couldn't move my leg. I was like, like this. Should I go to the surgeon and see what's happening?
Long enough, they have to be laid comfortable.
Yeah, but the insurance doesn't want to cover other stuff before they do this. And I'm like, from now on, I will just tell insurance that I'm allergic to it, so they can't force me to take it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I mean, I could have been allergic. I don't know because my knee swallowed. Like after a year or so, they approved that PRP injection, and that made it way better. So it is better than, but like I don't know how, like it can be better too, and that's because of the nerves and stuff. Anyway, so I was driving to class on Sunday morning, and this accident happened like almost right in front of me with a car sweeping a couple of bikes, like the people on electric bikes. And I was like, oh my God, I need to pay more attention to the road. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure I'm more present. And I feel like we're just so distracted all the time by everything, like phones, beeping, whatever. We're just in our heads about stuff, and it's not not to excuse whoever was, guilty of that accident, is still, I think we all can be more present, right? No matter what. So part of this week, I guess, focus is how can we get more presence. We talk a lot about mindfulness. Mindfulness just means being here and now in this moment, not in the laundry list of things we haven't finished or we need to do, not it won't happen 5 minutes ago, but right here and right now. So that is, we can't be always 100% present, but we can be present, especially in situations where we're in control of something that may hurt others, right? Or we can get hurt by others, so we want to be more present for that as well. I tell a couple of my friends that bike all the time, it's like, I really don't, like as a driver, I hate bikers. 90% of them act like they're the king of the road. They would like bike really slowly in front of your car, and you can't move that slow as a car. Like I have to start pushing it, instead of driving it. So it's both sides, right? We have to both be mindful, not just one side, not just the other, not just be angry with those people and that people, but also put our own effort in. So it's about effort, like being present, putting an effort to being present, so we are living a better life. That makes sense?
Yes.
All right, so let's start laying down. But, put your bolster into, oh, you have a small one? Which one? I mean, if you give a small one too, but let's put it on your right side and then lay down. You can use a blanket behind your head and neck, and make sure you have your block nearby so you can find it easily. Just one block. Okay. And then you can bend your knees, step your feet wider, and bring the knees together like a tent. So your knees are together, your feet are apart, your block is nearby so you can easily find it. And then see if you can relax your belly button towards the floor. And from here, gently bring the right knee over towards the left ankle. The right knee towards the left ankle. Don't cross your knee. Lower the foot down and then lower the right knee down towards the left ankle. So it's like some people call it deer legs. I don't know why. Just bring the feet like this. Step your feet in like this. And then just lower the knee down. Right knee towards the left ankle. Yeah. You got it. Yeah. And hold if possible. See if you can bring your right knee towards your ankle more and your right foot towards your left foot towards the right knee more. Ish. The other way. That's it. So I see. Yeah. So that the block sink to the floor or something. And now see if you control the right knee away from the right shoulder. Full breath in. Full breath out. And now return your knees to the middle. We'll do that same thing on the other side. So bring the knees over to your right. Left knee towards the right ankle. Yeah. Right foot towards the left knee. That's it. Take a breath in. And see if you can pull that left knee away from the left shoulder. You got it. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then slowly return your knees back up towards the ceiling. We're going to go side to side a couple of times. Draw the knee down to the left. Inhale to the middle. Exhale to the right. Good. One more time. Inhale to the middle. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the middle. Exhale to the right. Good. And then return your knees back towards the middle. And for a moment, squeeze them in. You can bring the hands over the shin bones or underneath your shin bones over your thighs and squeeze down. Good. Take a breath in, press the belly into your thighs. As you exhale, press the belly button towards the floor. Okay, now bring the knees out to the sides for happy baby. Bring the elbows on the inside of your knees. Reach for your feet, your ankles or your shins. Good, and then see if you can press your sacrum down, that space between the pelvic bones, press it towards the floor. Good. And at the same time as you press the feet up, can you press the knees down? So turn your lower back. Full breath in. Full breath out. Then bring these back in towards each other for a moment. Squeeze them in. And then release the left or the right leg that is down. Extend the right leg long. Yeah. And now bring the left knee in towards your chest. Squeeze it in closer to you. Control a little circle around with the left knee. Yeah. Then switch direction, the other way around. And then reroll your ankle out too. Yeah. And now bring your hands behind your left hamstring and extend your left leg up towards the ceiling. Once you straighten the left leg, press the thigh bone into your hands. Yeah. Bring your hands down here. Yeah. Now press your thigh bone away from your belly. Good. You got it. And press the right thigh towards the floor. Good. And then relax your jaw, your throat, the sides of your neck. Good. Now see if you can extend the left knee more. Press from here. Push, 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 push. Yeah, that's a squeeze. Is that hurting? No. Okay, good. Just a little bit. That's right here. Push, 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 push. Pull your toes up. Down. Good. And press the board for that. Yeah, that's that. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your thighs. So your hamstrings can release your lower back. One more breath in. And exhale up. Good, now release your legs. Keep the leg up. Good, now look at that left knee and turn it out towards the street. No. Keep the foot up. Turn your knee out. Good, can you keep extending the leg? Good, straighten your knee. Good, and now from here, start taking the leg out to the side, driving with the knee to the side. Yeah, that's it. You got it. Extend it out to the side. Good, yeah, that's it. Is that okay? Let's continue. Good, half around. Let's squeeze your leg. Can you extend the leg joint? And now look at the knee back and see if you can turn it inward. And then with the knee guiding across your body, can you keep the leg straight? Good. Take your leg over to the inside of the room. Good. And then land your leg over your bolster. Good. Put your knee first. Bring your leg up. Good. Press out. Good. Now turn your knee in. Like this, yeah. And good. And now keep pushing out. Good. You got it. Pause for a moment. Relax your right left shoulder down. Relax your throat. And then maybe pull the left sitting bone towards the right ankle. And maybe extend the right leg longer. The bottom leg. Good. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. And slowly return your leg back up towards the ceiling. Good. Now take your block. Bring the knees together. Bring the ball between your knees and extend both feet up towards the ceiling. So you squeeze it with the knee joints, with the bones of the knee. Yeah. Bring the ball higher, so between your knees. Yeah. Now squeeze with the knees. Yeah. Now can you straighten your legs? Yeah. Now can you press your thigh bones away from the belly more? Yeah. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lower the legs 1/3 of the way down. About 30 degrees lower. Pause there and pull the belly button towards the floor. Good. And now lift your legs back up to 90. Good. One more time. Lower the legs 1/3 of the way down. Good. Back up to 90. Keep squeezing the block with your knees. One more. Lower down 30 degrees. Hold for 3. Press the belly button down 2. 1. Lift your legs back up to 90. Now bend your knees and step your feet behind your sitting bones. Keep the block between your knees. Good. Step your feet down behind your sitting bones all the way to the floor. Good. And now extend your hands towards your feet. Press the palms of the hands down. Press your forearms and your upper arms down. And from here, bridge pose, lift your hips. Squeeze the block, lift your hips. Good. Lift your hips a little higher if possible. Good. Slowly lower down. You got it. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, press down to left. Lift the sides of your hips, the sides of your chest. As you exhale, lower from the neck down to the tailbone as your pelvis rolls on the floor, relax. Good. You got it. One more time. Inhale, left. Squeeze your block. Exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Good. towards your chest, sit your block out to the side, and then optionally you can tuck your knees all the way in. You can find a happy baby, you can extend your arms and your legs away from each other like a starfish, your choice. You can always rock your knees side to side like windshield wipers. Up to you. Maybe a combination of 2 or 3 of those. Relax your face. Draw the back side of your neck. Good. And then for a moment, just like you did before, hug your knees into your chest. And then this time, you're going to extend the left leg long, set it down to the ground. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Draw the right knee in, bring a little circle around, right knee in one direction. Opposite direction. You can always opt out for rolling your ankle too. Yeah. And then bring your hands behind that right hamstring and extend the right foot up towards the ceiling. Press the thigh bone activate to your hands. Press the shin bone towards your face. Lift from the ball of your foot up. Press the toes down. Good. How much can you press the right thigh into your hands? Full breath in. Full breath out. You got it. One more inhale. Exhale out. Good. Now release your hands. Keep the leg up. Good. Now keep extending the right knee, that is. Good. Now can you squeeze the right knee muscles more, or the thigh muscles more, and turn your right knee out to the right. Good. Keep extending the right leg. Good. And now start taking the leg all the way out to the side, right with the knees. Yeah. Press out. Push your hand. Good. Breathe in. Press the belly button towards the floor. Good. Now with the knee turning inwards. Turn, and then start guiding your leg across. Can you straighten your leg? Good. In, and across. Let it land on your bolster. Yeah. Good. Straighten it up. Good. You got it. Now can you take your right sitting bone towards the left ankle? Maybe extend the left knee more. Good. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more. Last one. Good. Slowly return that right leg back up. Good. Bend your knee. Bring both knees together. Bring the block this time between your inner thighs. So it's not on the knee joint at all, but the squishy part of your thighs is squeezing the block. Good. And now from here again, extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your block, give it the world. Press your sacrum down. And imagine as if you want to shoot that block up towards your ankle. So that's how much you're squeezing it. Yeah. And now from here, can you press the thigh bones away from your belly? Straighten your knees more. Squeeze the thigh muscles. Press your shin bones towards your face. Then imagine if the ceiling is falling, you're going to hold it up with your feet. So press the feet more evenly up towards the ceiling. Good. Take a breath in. Good. As you exhale, bring the legs 2/3 of the way down, almost to the floor. Good. You got it. Can you keep the knees extended? Good. Then lift your legs back up to 90. Again, lower the legs almost to the floor. Press the belly button down. Lift your legs back up. Good. Lower the legs almost to the floor. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. Inhale, lift your legs up. Bend your knees, take your feet on the floor. This time, take your block. Bring your block behind your lower back. We're going to find bridge pose. Press the feet down, lift your hips, and slide your block under your lower spine. You can use any of the sides of the block. I suggest the medium or the tallest edge of the block. So the front of your hip can open more. The lower back often hurts because the front of the hip remains bent a lot or flexed a lot. So how much can you lift your hips away from that? An option to maybe extend your legs forward so you get a little more extension in that front of the hip. Full breath in. Pull right up. Bend your knee, bring your feet closer to you. Remove your block, and then lift your hips away from the block and set your hips down to the floor slowly, no rush. As you lower the hips down to the floor, option to rock your knees side to side, option to hug them into your chest or find happy baby. Any variation that we did before. Starfish if you want, open your arms and legs. Exhale, fully feet away. Yeah. Feels so good. You got it. And bring the knees back in towards your chest, squeeze them in a little bit. Rock your way side to side, massage the lower spine. And then eventually we'll find ourselves into tabletop. Is tabletop okay on your knee, Holly? Is tabletop okay for your knee?
Yes.
Let's find ourselves in tabletop.
Just feel that I think a little long. Maybe a little longer on me.
It pitches on your bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may be a connective tissue pinch over there. Good. But when you're on your knees, it's not hurting extra?
No.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can always use your blanket even if your knees are not hurting, so there's that. But like from here, walk your hands about a whole palm forward so your tabletop is longer. And then draw the belly button towards the spine and pull it up towards your heart. Good. And now from here, keep your right hand down, lift your right leg up. And then again, pull the belly button towards the spine. And from here, lift your left arm forward. Good. Now can you straighten the right knee? Good. Bring the right toes down, press through the ball of your foot back. Good. Squeeze the thigh muscles higher. Good. Take a breath in. You can stay. I don't have to do everything you guys do. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee or knee to the elbow, arch your upper back. Good. Inhale, extend everything long. Exhale, elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Good. One more time, inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze it under. Good. Inhale, extend and pause. Exhale, set it down to the floor. And then shift your hips side to side. Option to get those big circles around the pelvis in one direction. And then the other. Good. I'm going to return back towards the middle for a couple of cow cats. So we're going to do two different ways for cow cats. The first one is more the traditional way we know. So we're going to see if we can arch from the upper back. And the second round we're going to do from the lower back. So we're going to start with the first round. When you inhale, think about lowering the breastbone down and pulling it forward at the same time as you press your arms back and lift your chest, lift your head. As you exhale from the upper back, lift the spine, bring the chin in towards your chest. Twice more, just like that, from the chest, lower down, press your arms back, pull your breastbone forward. As you exhale, the upper back lift, straighten your arms, bring the chin in towards your chest. You got it. One more time. Inhale from the chest, lower down. Press your arms back, pull your breastbone forward. Exhale, round and look in. Good. Return back to neutral tabletop. Now we're going to find that flying bird on the other side. So first, walk your hands a palm forward. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Draw the breastbone forward. Good. And now bring the left arm forward and extend your right leg back. Spinal balance on the other side. Good. Straighten the right knee. Extend through the left arm, take an inhale, draw the belly button in. As you exhale, bring your elbow to your knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend everything low. Exhale, round and low. One more time, inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, extend and pause. Exhale, set it down to the floor. Like we did before, bring your hips side to side, maybe full circles around. And then return back to your neutral tabletop. Now we're going to find those cow cats, but from the lower back. So instead of concentrating on the spine from the chest and the upper back, we're going to concentrate on the space just underneath the belly button and that lower spine that is the sacrum. So from here, for cow pose, can you lower the belly button towards the floor, stick your butt cheeks up more, and then just like before, press your arms back. pull your chest forward. Now, as you exhale from that belly button, can you lift up, around the spine, take your tailbone under, look inward. Take a couple of more, just like that. Inhale and exhale from the space just under the belly button. You got it. Good. And then return back to your neutral tabletop. Shift your hips side to side, make a full circle around. Good. And I want to do those barrel type cow cats. So think about a front loading washing machine, for example. First, we're going to lower the belly down. We're going to bring the chest over to one side, extend the spine up, roll it over to the other side and down. So my elbows stay straight. My spine is moving around in a circle, like a front load washing machine. That makes sense? Yes. Okay. Take 2 or 3 more in this direction. Breathe in half of the circle. Exhale for the other half. Good. Keep your elbows as straight as you can. Extend your fingertips. Good. Last one in this direction. And then when you return towards the middle, we're gonna do it the other way around. So this time, bring it over to the right and out. Out to the left and down, or the opposite way you did before. Keep your elbows as straight as you can, shoulders as much over your wrist as you can. You got it. Good. Last circle. I'm going to return back towards the middle. Pause. Walk your hands further forward and then lower down to your belly. We're going to find swings close. I like to have a blanket underneath my belly button. You don't have to have it, but it's, you can try it if you want. So for swings, we're going to bring the arms about parallel to each other, like the shape of the number 11, with the shoulders over the elbows. Out there. And now from here, we're going to press the hands down, we're going to press the forearms down, and as if you can't use your legs, but you want to go to the other side of the room, you're going to kind of pull yourself forward without moving. So you press your forearms down, you're pulling the elbows back, but you're not moving. That makes sense? Press the pubic bone into the floor, press the tops of the feet into the floor, and notice your shoulders. Roll your shoulders on the back of your body. Good. Take a breath in. You can choose to stay here, or see what happens when you bring the right ear down to your right shoulder. And maybe press the left elbow towards you more. Good. And then we'll turn your head towards the middle and take it over to the other side. Good. Maybe pull the right elbow closer towards you. Take an inhale. Exhale. Return yourself back to the middle. Press your arms back a little more. Draw your chest forward a little more. Press the pubic bone down even more. As you exhale, slowly lower down. You can bring your arms underneath your forehead. You can bend your knees and walk your feet side to side, or you can stay exactly where you are. Doing okay so far? Ish. Yeah. You got it. I'm going to do one more time swings pose. So come up on your forearms, shoulders over the elbows, arms parallel to each other. Again, press the forearms down and pull them in towards you. Press the pubic bone down. You can stay here, or this time maybe look over your right shoulder. Press the left elbow towards you more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. After your next exhale, return to the middle. I'm going to take it over to the other side. Over the left shoulder, press the right arm in. Turn back to the middle, take an inhale. Exhale, lower down. Bring your forearms over your forehead. Your forehead over your forearms. If you like. Maybe find windshield wipers if you wish. Up to you. You can always stay exactly where you are. Either way, can you relax the belly? Let the earth hold your belly. Good. You got it. Bring your arms under. Inhale, come up to table or plank. Shift your hips side to side. Maybe a big circle around. The opposite direction. You got it. As you return back to tabletop, walk your hands a whole palm forward. Tuck your toes under. And then downward facing dog. Lift your hips away from the floor. You can pedal out your feet if you wish, before you commit to your shape. And then bend your knees a lot. Bring them closer to the floor. Yeah. And then press your sitting bones back towards your heels. And from that space, lift the sitting bones, keep the belly closer to your thighs. And then relax the belly, press your heels towards the floor. Couple more times, bend your knees really close to the floor. Send your hips back closer to your ankles. Keep the belly closer to your thighs as you straighten the legs. Lower the heels down. One more time, bend your knees a lot. Send your hips back. Straighten your legs. Press your heels down. Take a breath in. Let it out. Good. With an inhale, lift your right leg up. Good. Point the right knee down, but lift from the thigh bone higher. Good. And see if you can straighten the right leg. Your right leg is really safe here, so straight knee is totally fine. Good. As you exhale, bring the right knee in towards your nose. Step through a lunge. Lower the left knee to the floor. Yeah. Find ourselves moving from low lunge to half splits. Remember, you can keep the knee on the blanket. So we're going to straighten and bend the front knee. But see if you can bring the back knee further back so you get a little more space in the front of the hip. You can walk your hands closer to your hips. I like them on the toe edge of the block. That way you have more space. So when the front leg straightens, your spine doesn't have to bend. And then again, just like that, bend your knee forward and back a few times. Notice the sensations. What is happening? Where is it happening? Without having to explain it to yourself, just breathe in that area that is most loud. Yeah. You got it. And when we straighten the leg next, pause, squeeze those thigh muscles, lift your rib cage away from your belly. Good. And then lift your toes up. Press the ball of the foot forward, but pull the toes towards the knee. Good. And then see if you can pull that thigh bone back into the hip socket. Good. You can roll your hands further back. Yeah. Good. And now from here, point your toes down towards the floor, and then lift them up. Lower down, lift up, lower down, lift up. And when you lift them up next, pause. Now turn from the knee, bring the toes out to the right, and then in towards the middle. Like a windshield wiper. This is really great for the hips and the lower back. Even though right now it may feel like, oh. Anybody else? Just me? You can make a sound. It's okay. It's allowed. Yeah. You got it. And then return your toes back in. Bend your knee. Yeah. Take a breath in. Keep your left hand down. You can lower the block, or you can bring your hand to the floor. As you exhale, twist. Reach the right arm up. I'm going to draw a little circle around. So bring your arm forward. Down to the floor, to the back, and up. And I'm going to switch direction, bring your arm back towards the floor, forward and up. Good. Lower your hand down. Plant your hands on the floor or on your blocks. I suggest on the blocks in front of your foot. Lift your back knee, lean into the front foot, and then step that left leg outside of your right so your knees cross. Yeah. Then lift your chest. Walk your hands over to your right. Imagine you're squeezing that block between the knees and between the thighs, like you did in the beginning of class. Squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze the knees, and then press the feet into the floor more. And then relax your ribs away from your belly. Good. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Good. Slowly return your left foot on the inside of your right leg. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, forward fold. You can stay here or bend your knees generously. Bring the belly on top of your thighs. Then take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. And then press your big toes and your thumbs down and point the pointy parts of the elbows out to the side. And as you keep your belly as close to your thighs as you can have them, can you straighten your legs? Good. Maybe relax your head a little more, the back side of your neck. If it is contracted, it holds onto your lower back, your hamstring, and your hamstrings hold onto your knees. Good. And release your hands, press into your feet. Inhale and rise all the way up mountain pose, Tadasana. Bring your arms overhead. Good. Squeeze your thigh muscles, press actively into your feet. Extend the sides of your ribs. Extend the sides of your armpits, extend your elbows, your wrist, even your fingers. Full breath in. Good. And then rock your left wrist. Lengthen a little longer. With the exhale, lean over to your right. We're going to do 2 coming in and out. Inhale to the middle. Exhale again. One more time. Inhale to the center. Exhale, side bend. Hold for a moment. Now I'm going to play around here. Turn your rib cage over the right side forward. Maybe look underneath your left arm. And then turn it back. Right ribs to the back, left ribs forward. One more time, over to the back. Over to the front. Last one, inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, return to the middle. Switch, rock your right wrist. Take it over to the left. Just like we did before, a couple of times. Inhale to the middle. Exhale to the side. One more to the middle. One more to the side. Now hold. Bring your left ribs forward. Turn underneath your right arm. Exhale. Bring the left ribs back. Turn your right arm down. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, return to the middle, reach up tall. Exhale, a little back bend. Good. Inhale, extend up. Forward fold, see if you can hinge at the hips. Lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, and then breathe. At the bottom, feel free to sweep the floor around your feet, rock side to side. Maybe shake your head yes and no. Good. I'm going to inhale, lift halfway. As you exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Step your feet back to plank or tabletop. We'll lower down to the belly, all the way to the floor. You're always welcome to take Sphinx pose if you wish. Or you can bring your hands close into your shoulders. Pull the pointy parts of the elbows back towards your legs. And from there, as you press the pubic bone down, lift your chest. Press the tops of the feet down, lift your knees. Exhale, set it down to the floor. Twice more. Inhale, press down to left. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale. Exhale out. Inhale, come up table or plank. Exhale, down dog or child's pose or any resting shape for a few breaths. You can always find your variation of relaxing. If I didn't mention the shape, it doesn't mean you can't do it. You got it. And when you're ready, come back up to tabletop or plank, and then down dog. You got it. As you come up to down dog, breathe in, let it out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Good. Point the left knee towards the floor. Lift from the thigh bone higher. Can you straighten the left knee? Yeah, make it straight. Good. As you exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Carefully step to low lunge. Lower the back knee to the floor, just like you did on the other side. We'll find some half splits. Feel free to bring the back knee further back. Feel free to walk your blocks further in towards you. And then when you straighten the front leg, then your spine doesn't have to move that much. Bring it in forward, bend your knee, straighten your leg. You got it. A few more times. Yeah. You got it. And when you straighten the leg next, pause. Remember, you can move your blocks even further back. Lift your toes up. Pull the toes towards the knee. Press the ball of your foot forward. Draw the thigh bone back into the hip socket. Good. And then lower the toes down and lift them up. Lower down and lift up. Is that okay on your knee? You got it. And now for the next one, pay attention. If your knee starts hurting, let me know, okay? All right, when you lift your toes up next, pause. Turn from the knee all the way out towards the street. Is that okay? And then turn inward. Yeah, so that's okay? All right, in and out a few times. This is technically turning it into a hip socket, but you know, your knee is involved, so make sure you're not in extra pain there. Yeah. You got it. You turn your toes forward, bend your knee, walk your blocks forward, maybe in front of your toes. Lift your back knee. We're going to step the right foot outside of the left foot. Yeah, now lift your chest. Walk your hands over towards the street. Imagine you're squeezing those balls between the knees and your thighs. Squeeze, press the feet down and release your head more if possible. Good. Full breath in. Full breath out. You got it. And then release your feet, step your feet in. Take a forward fold. It's up to you. You can find ragdoll pose, or if you want, you can try that again, wrapping your big toes. Keep the belly closer to your thighs, and then straighten your legs, keeping the belly closer to your thighs as much as you can. Full breath in. Let it out. Yeah. Release your grip on your toes or your arms. Press into your feet to rise. Mountain pose. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Exhale, one time side bend to your right. Inhale to the middle. One time side bend to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, a little back bend, bring your shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, lean forward to forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor, step back, plank or tabletop, lower down to the floor. You can always do Sphinx, you can always do a baby cobra, or you can find lotus pose. Bring your hands back, extend your fingers towards your feet. First, let's adjust your shoulders, and then the knees. Keep pressing the pubic bone down. With the next inhale, lift everything except the pubic bone. Arms and chest steady. How much can you press the pubic bone towards the floor? How much can you lift from the thigh bones? How much can you lift from the chest? Inhale. Exhale, steady down. Maybe forearms under your forehead, however you want to lay down. And relax. Wipers, remember, is available if you need or want. Good. Yeah. And slowly, you need to roll on your back. Roll over on your back. Yeah. We're going to find ourselves in a bridge bridge pose, we're gonna use the bolster, we're gonna slide the bolster underneath the pelvis so it's horizontal, not vertical. That way, your lower back stays lifted, your belly can relax. So when you lay down, your belly can relax down towards the floor. Or maybe bring your posture towards your feet a little more. Yeah, and now relax the belly more. Makes sense. Now the front of the hip can relax a little more. Front of the hip is where we hold on to a lot because the psoas muscle, it's the deepest muscle of the body. It holds your spine and your thigh bone together. So if you need to run away from a wild animal, you can. Since there's no wild animals around, that muscle doesn't have to be engaged. That muscle is almost always ready for you. It's highly connected to the ego. They say the ego begins in the third chakra, underneath the breastbone, above the belly button. So now that area is open, the ego may feel exposed. Can you be nice to it? We often think about, and I hear about killing the ego. Killing the ego is kind of impossible because we live in this physical body. But what we can do is calm the ego down. We can choose not to act and react according to the ego. We can choose to slow down. We can choose to be present. The ego is like a predicting machine for the worst things that may happen to you. So it brings a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear of things that may never happen. Its only job is to keep your physical body alive for the longest time possible. Be nice to your ego. You may learn how to work with it. Take a breath in, let it out. Slowly begin to bend your knees. Lift your hips for a moment to set your posture out to the side. Really slowly release your spine down to the floor. Maybe rock your knees side to side for a moment. Maybe hug them into your chest, just like in the beginning of class. Choose which movement you want to take for a moment. The next thing we're going to do is a supine twist. I highly suggest that you use your bolster. Let's start with the right leg long, the left knee into the chest. You can keep the left knee bent as you cross the left knee over to your bolster on your right. I like to shift my hips to the left more, so the hips more stack on top of each other. That's not working for your bipolarity. You can be heavy in your left shoulder. You can relax your throat and your neck. The other place that really overworks and doesn't need to are the muscles of the neck. They say the ego starts in the third chakra. I personally believe that it then moves to the neck. I don't know if you notice, but if anything happens around you, your head is the first to turn because the neck wants to know what's happening. Allow the neck muscles to relax more. In some traditions, they say what's above is below. The neck mirrors the sacrum. Sacrum is part of the lower back. Take your last breath in here. Relax. same variations, happy babies available. I'm gonna try that twist from the other side. So shift your bolster on the other side of the body. Keep the left leg extended. Draw the right knee in. When you feel ready, cross it over. Right knee to the left. Keep the knee bent this time versus like we did in the beginning of class. If you wish, you can always extend your legs. Allow your right shoulder to be heavy this time. Again, find your neck muscles relaxed, your throat, the front of your chest. Another big group of muscles that really overreact are the muscles of the top of the chest. Try to protect your heart. From your organs. Vital organs are most exposed between the second and the third chakra. Kind of down the wall. Allow the muscles of the chest to let go so your belly can relax. Release the lower back. More mountain, right? No rush. Anytime. Slowly begin to return back to the middle. Plug your knees back and squeeze. Take your final breath in here. As you exhale, we'll find our final Shavasana. I suggest that you bring the posture underneath your shin bones. That way your lower back can relax more. You can always opt out of any other variation. I like my block or my blanket behind my head and neck. That helps the neck relax a little more supported. So then the brain can be heavier. For any other variation, by all means, take it and make yourself feel as comfortable as you possibly can. So you find your Shavasana and you feel more relaxed. Brain wants to concentrate on something in particular that is not working for you, that keeps you occupied, what's happening next or what used to happen before. Maybe see if you can shift your attention to one word or to your breath. Focusing on the word chanting. Focusing on peace. If you wish, you can use that. bring the knees in towards you. Slowly roll over to one side. Take a moment. And support the fetal position after the symbolic breath. Come back to 5. Full breath and just feel as everything starts moving. Let it go. It's one hand to the front and the other to come to a seat. Join your hands together at the center of the chest. Take a moment for gratitude. What are you grateful for today? And inhale. Let it out. Bring your hands to the horizon. There is a teacher in all things, and to that teacher we bow. Om Guru Sabu. Yeah. I feel okay? Alright. Support some lower back, some knees.
Love
Do we hit our targets?
you did.
Yes. Yes. Announcements. If you want to read your card, your notebook is outside. We'll put some card messaging. What else? If you are curious about stand-up comedy, I am attending, I'm not performing, I'm attending a stand-up show on the 3rd in Sushi High in the Low Rise. If you're interested, let me know, I will give you more details.
Do you?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. But the students of mine, and they are stand-up comedians, and they hold that show. They also perform at that. There's like a bunch of like local artists and some passing through comedians that they book. So there's a bunch of them. And you can eat sushi while you're laughing, you know. So that's